Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Dangan Ronpa. Last time we left off, we were really accusing Celeste of, doing this whole thing, being the mastermind behind this whole incident, and we just put together the climax logic for this episode, and now we're just about ready to start off to see if we are correct or not. So, let's go ahead and begin. As a first step in preparing for the crime, the culprit joined forces of a certain person. Jeez, Yamada looks really weird. Yamada. By making Yamada into their accomplice, the culprit was able to execute the series of crimes. And at 1 o'clock, Akiri comes in. First thing they did was invite a certain person to the rec room last night at 1 a.m. And that's when they drugged him, and boom. And that person was Hagakiri. The culprits called Hagakiri there so they could frame their crimes on him. First, they drugged him. Then they dressed the unconscious Hagakiri in Justice Robo costume. Yamada pretended to be held captive by Justice Robo. And the culprit photographed him, all for the sake of fabricating the evidence of a madman and casting suspicion onto Hagakiri. After that, the culprit shot Hagakiri, still out cold, in the locker by the pool. And at long last, 6 a.m. rolled around, and the culprits moved into their murder phase of their plan. They summoned Ishimaru to the physics prep room. And that's where Yamada killed him. And boom. And there Yamada committed the first murder by killing Ishimaru with Justice Hammer number 4. The weapon he used was Justice Hammer number 4, the hammer we found in the physics prep room. The use of Hammer number 4 for the first murder was a red herring intended to confuse the order of events. Next thing the culprit had and Yamada did was fake having been being attacked. In doing so, they set themselves up as victims and directed suspicion at Justice Robo. The first fake attack was in the rec room. By showing Justice Hammer number 1 and Justice Robo photograph, the culprit convinced us the attack was real. And then there was a second fake, the attack in the library. It was constructed with Yamada's injury and Justice Hammer number 2. In manufacturing showing up these two incidents, the culprits planned a certain motion in our heads, that the mysterious madman was attacking people using progressively larger hammers. And carrying that misconception, we all set out to find out the madman as quickly as possible. Okay, so we were right. Okay, there we go. Only one makes sense. When we did, we left Yamada in an infirmary, all by himself. That was exactly what Yamada wanted, left unattended in the infirmary. So he took a blood pack, spilt it everywhere, made him look like he died. He made use of the transfusion bags in the fridge and Justice Hammer number 3 to fake his own death to make it appear as though he had been murdered. Hearing Yamada scream, we returned to the infirmary and found him there on stage for his murder. On top of that, at the very same time, Ishimaru's corpse was discovered in the physics prep room. And because of the corpse discovery announcement that triggered, we mistakenly assumed Yamada to be dead. Glance. Okay. Having successfully deceived us, Yamada waited for the moment everyone was out in the infirmary and slipped away. After learning of Yamada's disappearance, we hurriedly regrouped the infirmary. And making use of that hole in our defenses, Yamada snuck into the physics prep room and pushed him into the R storage room. Wrapped Ishimaru's corpse in a vinyl sheet and transported it to the R storage room on the trolley. And that's the truth behind the case of despairing corpses. He's all happy, he did his stuff, whatever. But Yamada didn't know the extent of the true culprit's plan, that he'd been manipulated. And that's where he died. The true endgame to the true culprit's plan was the murder of their accomplice, Yamada, using one of the hammers in your storage room. That covers everything from this case. And the one who created and executed the plan was none other than the creepy and devious Come on now, we all know who it is now. Celeste Ludenberg. Celeste, you lose! And just like that, we finish the chapter. Lose? I lose? How long has it been since I last heard those words? They're powerful words. So you admit it, that you're the culprit. My goodness, you could at least do me a favor using my real name, Celestia Ludenberg. Or rather, you can call me Teiko Yasuhiro. Teiko, or T-A-K, whatever, Yasuhiro. You finally given up your facade, huh? I'm not such a sore loser as to go down kicking and screaming when defeat catches up to me. I see. And that's that. 13 phases in this chapter. Not an exactly perfect score, but, you know, still high enough anyway. A, and we get how many more medals? 104. I'm going to be getting a lot of presents the next time we do free time. Because, hey, what else am I supposed to use them on? Monokuma, would you kindly begin? No. Would you kindly end this? You talking about the event we've all been waiting for? Ballot time? Sure, why not? Let's get rolling. Okay, you guys, please cast your ballot using the switch in front of you. So, will your verdict be? Who's tonight's villain? Will it be right, or will it be oh so wrong? What could it be? Just stop the damn game here and just let's let us vote. We all know it ends up being Celeste Ludenberg, aka Teiko Yasuhiro, and boom, guilty is correct. We all know what happened. Time to figure, you know, why she did everything. This probably goes without saying, but you guys hit the jackpot! This round's villain, the one who pulled all the strings, is Celestia Ludenberg, aka Teiko Yasuhiro! I had no choice but to fold. How terribly unfortunate. It seems from the very beginning I was mistaken in colluding with anyone. I severely underestimated just how bird-brained Yamada could be. So it was you who proposed the partnership to Yamada. But how did you convince him to get on board? I can't imagine he would agree to commit murder so easily. She's a professional liar. It couldn't have been that difficult. Goodness me, professional liar? It was hardly anything extraordinary, I assure you. Then you use that. Nothing gets past you, Kitty Giddy. Yes, it's just as you imagine. To bring Yamada under my control, I made use of that. For the sake of those whose lives are spared, I must regrettably speak in riddles, but I'm referring to the object to which both Yamada and Ishimaru had grown quite fond of. You mean alter ego, right? What's this? What's this? What you guys talking about? We're in the middle of important business. Don't interfere. Me always black sheep. Me sad. Then you were the one who stole it, weren't you? Yes, that's correct. In using it, you roped Yamada into cooperating with you. Again, you're correct. Last night, after we dispersed for our little meeting, I paid Yamada's room a visit. Is there something you need? I have information I believe you would like to know. About the theft of a certain item. I know who the culprit is. Huh? Ishimaru. He stole it. Oh! I have proof as well. Would you like to go see it? And then I showed him, on the digital camera, a photograph of that very thing in Ishimaru's bedroom that I prepared before visiting him. Of course I deleted it right away. Just as I thought, 'twas him! But how? It was supposed to signal if he and I approached it! Which is why Ishimaru forced me to take it. What? Please forgive me. Ishimaru threatened me. He threatened you? Last night, Ishimaru suddenly came to my bedroom. What happened then pains me to recall. He forcibly... What? He even took pictures, and said if I didn't help him, he would show them to everyone else. I'm sorry. I had no choice. He is a criminal! An unabashed criminal! I do not remember this little conversation about him. It's kind of alluding that he was raping Celeste. I mean, of course it was all a lie, but geez. Now that monster! I knew he'd fallen off the deep end, but I never imagined he would go this far! Oh, Yamada. Such an easy mark. It's like he was born to be deceived. I speak these words for the first time in my life. I'll kill him! I'll annihilate Ishimaru! Please wait. If you go now, you'll be walking straight into his trap. His trap? Ishimaru was planning to escape from this place, using what he stole, and his sights are set on you. He's planning to escape? Then could it be? Ishimaru intends to kill you, yes. What? All is so he can keep it for himself. That monster! Monster! Are you comfortable with letting such a barbarian continue to run free? I will not let him run free! I will save her! In that case, would you join forces? I just so happen to have a plan for such an occasion. Huh? A very special method that would allow us to not only retrieve it, but also escape from this academy. Oh, okay. And that concludes my flashback. To whom are you speaking? Don't worry about it. Okay, was she like preparing for... Okay, whatever. Yamada agreed right away. The effect that item had was quite considerable. The power of love, however twisted that love may be, is a corrupting force. It's no holds barred playing with you, dudette. While we're at it, was Yamada the one responsible for that ridiculous costume? Yes, and it was caused so much trouble that I bargained for. I quite simply asked for him to prepare something that could be used to disguise one's face and posture. I had no idea he would prepare something like that, further solidifying my poor choice and accomplices. And why did you try to frame it all on me, dude? Because you're an imbecile. That's it! You, on the other hand, were perfect. Your stupidity far exceeded my expectations and was great help. Although I feel very sorry for your parents. I'm crying on the inside, dude. Though, when going over the plan with Yamada, how did you explain him having to play dead? You mean what Yamada was supposed to do when it was revealed that he wasn't actually dead? This is what I said to Yamada. When you show yourself again, having pretended to be dead, say I was on the verge of death, but my wounds are not fatal. And Yamada believed that? That wasn't all, of course. In the plan I presented to Yamada, I was supposed to kill someone else while he was being questioned. In doing so, he would have an alibi and be free of suspicion. He believed every word. One of the oldest tricks in a book. I just told a lie at his level. In truth, he didn't even question me. He believed that lie until the moment the hammer collided with his head. So you truly did intend to betray him from the very beginning. Naturally. Under this plan, a final death of a person who was feigning death could provoke quite the boom. Just how little do you value human life? Less than a shard of a broken poker chip. I was simply doing whatever it took to win. You sound like Togs, dude! In his case, this truly is a game. I don't think we can be compared that way. In that case, what drove you to go this far? Was it for the money? Are you talking about Monokuma's 10 billion yen? While that is a considerable amount, that was in no way my only reason. From the moment we began our wretched lives in this academy, I could think of nothing but getting out. But you were always saying that we need to accept our fates, dude! Lying through my fucking teeth! Okay. Every waking moment, it was all I could do to endure this. More than every last one of you! I want nothing more to get got out of this hellhole! You wanna know why? Do you? Because I have a dream. And to live my whole life in this place was to throw away that dream. There's no way I could do something like that. My participation in underworld gambling tournaments, betting my life for enormous sums of money, it was all because of my dream. What's your dream, Celeste? To live in a European castle. A castle? and to surround myself with the most gorgeous men in the world. Dress them as vampires and make them into my own personal secret service, doubling as butlers. Thus transforming my world into a world of perfect aesthetic decadence. My dream and my objective was to live out my life in that world. My life's work. Had I been able to add Monokuma's 10 billion yen to my underworld winnings, I could have achieved that. But that's as far as I made it. Regrettably, my dream has been shattered like a falling teacup. But I have no regrets. This is simply the result of me fighting for my dream until the very end. Yeah, you're passionate about your dream, but you seriously killed 2 of my friends just for that? Are you saying I should feel guilty? You're wasting your breath. And I neither think anything nor feel anything about sacrificing others for my own sake. That is simply how I was made. Isn't it amazing how differences in morals can make a conversation so awkward? You took the words right out of my mouth. And how can you be so calm right now? Don't you get it? You're going to die. How could you not be afraid? I'm quite proud to say I'm among the most talented liars in existence. And not just the others. I can even deceive my own emotions. Not even unconsciously, but consciously. So you're not afraid? No, I am not afraid. So please, kill me as many times as you like. However, should I ever be reborn? Surely, I will be born as Marie Antoinette. If that happens, it will just be executed again. Well, yeah. History lessons. That laugh, coming from her, somehow felt like a poor imitation. She said she could even deceive her own emotions. However, that itself was probably her final lie. In the end, she couldn't even fake her own laughter. You done yet? Alright then, let's get going. It's punishment time for the Order of Disrupting Villain. I prepared a very special punishment for Celestia Ludenberg, the super duper high school high roller. Let's get the ball rolling. It's punishment time. One last thing, Kitty Giddy. I'd like you to have this. Does that truly bring hope? I was never able to believe it would. And that's why, no, it needed to be said. Have a wonderful life, everyone. And may we meet again in our next. Goodbye, Celeste. She's now been found guilty and will be executed. And of course, just as before, I would be quiet, but I don't want to get a copyright claim on this, so I'm going to be talking over this. Her execution is, I don't know. It's not, to me, it's not, like, really sick or anything like that, but it's kind of, like, disturbing. A for sale style witch burning. But it definitely fits her. So they're pretty much burning her at the stake. But it seems like something that, not say that she wanted, but something that she can be content with. I don't know. I mean, it's still kind of creepy knowing that she is dying in front of us, but you know, what can happen? I mean, what else can we do? So, she's burning up, definitely. However, yeah, it's not always the way it goes, and this happens. Oh god. Yep. Not only is she burnt at the stake, but she pretty much gets plowed over with a fire truck. Yep. Kind of seems like Monokuma took away the, almost like it took away the dignity of that death. I don't know. That's kind of the way I look at it, but, you know, bam. Okay, well, I would just, you know, continue with the episode here. However, the next portion, I think, takes a teeny bit of time, at least from what I remember, so I'll just make that into another episode. So, as usual, Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Dangan Ronpa. I'll see you guys later.